Gentlemen, we are live, and we're doing something different today. We're doing something a little different. And we're talking about something a little different. I'm going to let some time pass, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, see if we get some people coming in. I understand this is very early morning for most of the Western world audiences. This would be 5 a.m. You should be asleep. You should be getting some good REM sleep at this point. Let's see if somebody comes in. Well, not somebody, but let's see if some people we know stop by. Because we have big announcements to talk about today. I see we have a few people. Anyone that's part of the village here? Make yourself known in the comments, please. And then I'll start the exclusive. You're going to hear it here first, folks. Salhoy. You are now a moderator. Salhoy. I'm talking to you here from Seoul, Korea. And the topic of tonight's show is about a tube guitar amplifier giveaway. There's going to be a giveaway on this channel of a Legacy amps tube head. We're going to give it away on this channel. I will not be collecting money. This is not a lottery system. We're going to give this head away. And this head is made in Santa Clarita by a master craftsman, Luke Geis, Central California. The founder, president, and CEO of Legacy Amplification. If you like Marshall 18 waters, if you like matchless amps, there's a new kid in town. Legacy Amplification. That's right. Luke said today that he's sending this channel an amp for a giveaway. I cannot do a raffle. I cannot do a lottery. I cannot gamble. But what I can do is give away an amp to you. I'm talking to you. Welcome, Clarence. Are you interested in a tube amp giveaway by a sole proprietor who uses better parts, better layout, better ingredients, better pizza? You want a tube amp? Get in here. Yusuf, do you want a tube guitar amp? It's made by a sole proprietor that uses better ingredients than all the big companies? Get in here. Okay? We're going to give one away. So sub to this channel and stay with this channel, because we're going to give it away for free. Money is not a component of this. This is not a raffle. This is not a lottery. I'm going to have an object that's worth is probably $3,500. And I'm going to give it to somebody in the chat. Clearance. I grew up in Virginia, and then I spent 20 to 30 in California. How about you, man? One thing you might notice about this channel is that I'm using this as a social network. Okay? That's uncommon on YouTube. Syrup. Hi. How old do you think I am, brother? Well, Clarence, I'm coming to you live from 1 hour south of Seoul, Korea right now. You can be part of this amp giveaway. It is being made in Central California by Luke Geis of Legacy Amplification. But it will be given away to me to give it away to one of you. So being from Asia does not exclude you from anything. You are part of this. Sub to the channel. In the Philippines, delicious is masarap. So when I see your name, I think of masarap. I'm from the United States, but I live in Korea. And And today I was notified by Legacy Amplification. What's up? One of my bosses is from India. A lot of different things going on in India, a lot of different people living in India. What's up, man? India is also in the United States White House right now. We got the vice president's family from India. Indians are the richest ethnicity in the United States. What's up, man? Hey, we got Vortex, we got JP. Happy New Year to you. Vortex 1222 in the chat. Gentlemen, we are giving away an amplifier on this channel. There's a guy in Central California, Legacy Amplification, Luke Geis. He's going to send me an amp. I'm going to give it away to one of you. It's not limited to one part of the world. This amp can go to Asia. This amp can go to Europe. This amp can go to the Americas, Canada. Sub to this channel. I'm going to get like a $3,500 amp from Luke Geis from Legacy Amplification. And I'm going to give it away. There's no money involved. It would be illegal for me to do a lottery or a raffle. So I'm not going to do that. You sub to this channel, and I'm going to figure out a way to see all the subs and then randomly pick one and say, okay, you've got 10 minutes to respond. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then people won't respond, and we'll get to somebody that says, yeah, hey, I'm here, and yeah, I'm a guitar player, I want an amp. Yeah, this is a guitar playing community. This is about guitars and tube amps. How old do you think I am? 26? How old do you think I am, Sirap? Take a guess. How old do you think I am? I look 20. But do I have the wisdom of a 20-year-old? Take another guess. Well, hey man. Oh, I look 30. I'm about to turn 40. I was born in 86. About to turn 40. Gentlemen, please. I was notified today that Legacy Amplification is sending me that tube head, the guitar amplifier, to give away on this channel. This is not limited to any one place in the earth, okay? So if you're in Asia, that's fine. If you're in Europe, that's fine. If you're in the Americas, that's fine, okay? Sub to this channel. And you will be in the running for this. I will put out a lot of videos about this giveaway. Stay with it, okay? Check in because I'll put out a bunch of videos about this giveaway. And you'll see when I get the amp. I'll display it. Okay, so just stick with me for a little bit. And I'm going to send this amp to somebody. You got to be a guitar player. It doesn't make sense if you're not a guitar player. You got to be a guitar player. You got to have a cabinet, okay? A guitar speaker cabinet. You got to be a guitar player. Duh. If you're not a guitar player, this is a guitar channel. Like, you can watch it, but there's probably things that will interest you more than watching a guitar channel if you're not a guitar player. Thanks, Sirop. So you're a guitar player and you have a speaker cabinet. So I'm not putting a lot of rules on this. Andy Lederman, YDNA, is in the chat. I'm not putting rules on this, but I will say the basics will be there. You got to be a guitar player. You got to have a speaker cabinet. I'm not going to put out a lot of rules because I've seen someone do that before and it didn't work out that well. That person was the amp designer, the amp manufacturer who is sending me this giveaway amp. Luke Geis, Legacy Amplification. He tried to have a giveaway. It turned into a debacle. And that was because it's very difficult to manage that project. You're on the camera, you're live on YouTube. You start putting out ideas. Well, if those ideas are not things that you want to really be part of the project, then you've given the people that are listening to you misinformation about what they should do to participate in the project. And it's very difficult to manage a project like this, a giveaway, if you want to do a contest giveaway where there are rules involved. Unless from day one you have a flyer and it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the rules. And then a disclaimer at the bottom, and then that's it. If you just start making stuff up off the fly on YouTube Lives about the rules and putting out little hints into the ether, that didn't work well for him. So he's going to send me an amp and I'm going to give it away. All right? And I'll give it away to somebody, doesn't matter, Asia, Europe, United States, anywhere in the world. I don't know what my guidelines will be right now, but they're not going to be changing. They're not going to be ephemeral. They're not going to be a little bit this week, a little bit next week. Learn the rules as we go along and play the game. No. So if you are in Mexico, or if you are in Thailand, or if you are in Ecuador, and you think, Korea is a long way from where I live. Nah, dude. get in here, sub to the channel, and I'm going to make this something where everybody has a fair shot. There's no, okay, so you're in Australia, sub. I've seen a giveaway go down the pipes, go down the tubes, go to shit. That's not what's going to happen here. So one thing that happened last time, okay, so Andy Lederman, he brings up justice for Riley. What happened last time was right before the giveaway happened, Luke from Legacy Amps, the amp maker who's giving me the amp to give away, he said, sorry guys, this can only work in the Americas, in a 120 volt country like United States or Canada. So Riley from the UK, a supporter, a member of the chat, someone who's always there for his show, decided to give away his points to other participants in this lottery contest giveaway type thing. So there were these European guys who bowed out at the last minute. And then who won? A European guy from Sweden. So Luke gave conflicting information. We're not going to do that here. Luke's going to send an amp here, and I'm going to give you probably a 1, 2, 3 that could be put on a flyer, and that is not going to change for the whole duration of this giveaway. Vortex, what's up, dude? Okay, so Vortex is in Australia. Vortex, you can get this amp. This is going to be, it's probably going to be like a matchless tube head, like a $3,500 matchless tube head made by one guy, meticulously crafted, Jack Lee guitars. You could win this, okay? Jack Lee guitars. This could be the amplifier that you have in your workshop, that anybody that comes in there that plugs an electric guitar up can plug into that. It could go to Jack Lee. I'm not sure. I don't know how the rules are going to work yet, but I'll tell you, the rules, it's not going to be throwing you breadcrumbs every episode. The rules for this are going to be 1, 2, 3 on paper, posted, so everybody is clear, and we move from there. So I had a falling out with the guy who's sending me this $3,500 tube head. And I've been calling him sneaky since that giveaway because I didn't like the way it went down. But hey, he's trying to repair the relationship. And I give him credit for that. All right. And I know that it is difficult to do some sort of YouTube giveaway type thing well. And if you didn't do it right from the start, and your whole idea was, well, I'll introduce new rules as we go along to keep listeners tuning into the show. I mean, I'm not saying he had bad intentions, but that is a recipe for disaster. Okay? So, unfortunately, the way that Luke from Legacy Amplification did that giveaway, it was just a recipe for disaster. We're trying to rebuild now. Luke wants to have a second chance at this. He wants to build his legacy on a bedrock that is firm. Okay? And I think I can help out with that. So Vortex does not want a $3,500 tube head. All right, Vortex. Sorry, bro. Vortex, think about it this way. If you're a guitar player, and this is the same with Legacy Amplification's channel, there's not many people in here, okay? And I'm not asking for money. So if something is being given away that's like a $4,000 item, and you're in a pot of people that might be 20 strong, it's a much better odds than most things like that. Oh, so Vortex says he wants somebody that really needs it to get it. Well, this ain't like that, Vortex. This needs to go to somebody that has at least a speaker cab with good speakers, that is passionate about guitar. So that's something that I will do. I'm not going to throw rules out yet. But if you win, and that can change, and then we get you on speakerphone, or not speakerphone, but we get you on video phone, we get you, and you can't show that you're a guitar player with a speaker cab or with a collection of speaker cabs, and you're trying to get a $4,000 head. No. You're going bye-bye. Okay, Riley, here's a recap. Today, on Andy Lederman, Luke Geis, none other than the founder, president, CEO of Legacy Amplification, was on live and decided that he should send me an amp to give away with no stipulations. He's going to make me an amp, he's going to send it to me, and I'm going to give it away for him. All right? So Riley, I'm not putting out any rules. When I do put out rules, I'm not going to start changing them episode to episode. I'm not going to do a Hansel and Gretel type string you along with breadcrumbs. But I will put out some rules and I will follow them. And it's going to be like 1 or 2 or 1, 2, 3. It's not going to be a complex thing. That is good of him, because I truly think that he was afraid that you were going to be waiting for him when he got off that plane in Sweden. I had thrown out these images of Riley in the trench coat with different sharp objects within the trench coat that were waiting for Legacy when he got off the plane. But hey, that was just a fantasy. So yeah, Riley, I don't know what these rules are going to be, but I'll tell you that you're a very deserving participant in this. After all, I joined a social movement that I felt a certain calling to, the Justice for Riley movement. Um, I heard about this thing where there was this guy in America changing the rules all the time, and there was this guy in the UK who loves amplifiers, and he gave away his chance to be in the giveaway of this Californian guy because the Californian guy told him he couldn't be in the giveaway. So he gave it away to other people, and as it turns out, he could have been. So I joined that Justice for Riley movement because I felt for you, dude. And I haven't put out the rules for this one, but the Justice for Riley, the Riley Life Matters movement, it's something close to my heart. And I know that you're putting down the legacy of your company right now, and the video that you released the other day where you're just rocking out, we all saw that, and it's awesome. So good on you, Riley. Okay, I'm going to go away if you don't say anything else in the chat right now. Mia Kanawasa. Mia Kanawasa. Are you a guitar player? Mia Kanawasa. I've seen you in the YDNA chat. Mia Kanawasa. You can stay here, but as far as oh, you're a Marine son. Oh, you're trying to because I'm in the service as well. Oh, I see what's going on here. No. So Riley, no. Here's the answer, Riley. We're playing by YDNA rules. If you say you're going to do something, you got to do it. So Riley, he's called Sneaky Luke for a reason. Because the mismanagement of his first giveaway. If he wants to win back the public confidence, this is the way forward. If he flakes on this, his legacy is built on sand. Mark my words. No, it was not a joke. Riley. To one English to another. It was not a joke, my man. And you have a good chance. But I don't know how I want to structure this thing. Hey, but if you want to be a little bird in my ear and give me some ideas, but no backroom deals, no money. I'd rather not talk about my employment. Mia Kawansa. Yeah, it will be interesting, but I'll tell you what, I'm not going to string you along and play Hansel and Gretel, dropping little breadcrumbs every new episode. No, I'm going to give you, like, here are the 2 rules. I'll make a couple videos. I'll record the amp here. I'll record the amp somewhere else, locally, and then I'll give it away. Or maybe I won't put out a couple rules and I'll just do whatever the fuck I want to do with it. How about that? If that's the case, I think you got a pretty good chance at it, Riley. We shall see. But I'm not going to string you along like Sneaky did. And who would that someone else be? What's behind me? I don't know, a 50-watt Marshall. Behind that, a 50-watt high watt that doesn't have a nice cab. Riley, this is just like you on game day when Luke was giving away his amp. You just said, no, someone else deserves it more than me. That is not the way to be. Yeah, Riley likes to just let other people win instead of saying, hey, are those really the rules? What the fuck? Riley, you should have complained after Sneaky changed the rules around and gave it to the Sweden guy. Come on, dude. He gave it to a guy in Europe, and you gave your points away to other players. You want to help grow the community. All right. So what does that have to do with you being out of the running another time, the second time, for an amp giveaway? I'm telling you right now, if I decided to do this amp giveaway just based on how I feel, it might go to you. Oh, but you don't want it? That's an interesting attitude and outlook on life. Humility. Yo. The meek shall inherit the earth, right? I'll be right back. Yeah, in just a moment. Maybe 10 minutes. I can't tell Luke to make sure this amp has an effects loop. I can't tell Luke anything about how this amp should be. That's up to him. He's going to send me an amp, and I'm going to give it away. Okay, so he's going to send me an amp, and I'm going to give it away. I can't start getting picky. I can't start staying. It needs to be this type of tubes. It needs to be effects loop. It needs to be master volume. It needs to be with reverb. I can't start choosing options like that. What I can do is I can take it off his hands, make videos of different microphones in this room, different microphones in another place locally, and then send it to somebody who can make additional videos. That's what I can do. This amp is not going to some fucking noob. This amp is not going to a non-guitar player. This amp is not going to, this amp is going to go to somebody that is a guitar player, who has cabinets, who knows what he's doing, and can put microphones on them and make some content. Okay? So that's where I haven't come up with the rules yet, but that's where my mind is at about what these rules need to be. It's very important if you're giving away something that should cost like $4,000. Very important that the person is just going to use the amp. All right. Well, how do you record guitar, dude? Yeah, upgrading YouTube is also a goal of mine, but Riley just said that he doesn't have any recording equipment. You don't have a Shure 57 mic? You don't have a interface? I think you've got some stuff, dude. Well, look. This is the public service announcement. On this channel, there will be like a $3,500, $4,000 guitar amp being given away. You heard it here first. Check back in. We're going to do it right here. It's going to go to the right person. Okay. Happy New Year.